Count Christian Frederik Franz Knud Harald Karl Oluf Gustav Georg Erik of Rosenborg was a member of the Danish royal family. Born Prince Christian of Denmark, he was high in the line of succession until the constitution was changed in 1953 to allow females to inherit the crown, placing his branch of the dynasty behind that of his cousin Margrethe and her two younger sisters. He later gave up his princely rank and his rights to the throne in order to marry a commoner family. He was born at Sorgenfri Palace, Sorgenfri, as the younger son of hereditary Prince Knud by his wife and first cousin, Princess Caroline Matilda of Denmark. Loss of place in succession. For the death of his grandfather in 1947, Christian stood only behind his father and elder brother Prince Ingolf in the order of hereditary succession to the throne, with only future children of Ingolf possibly taking a place ahead of him. His father Prince Knud was then the heir presumptive due to succeed Christian's uncle King Frederik IX, who had 3 daughters but no sons. In 1953, the Constitution of Denmark was amended to allow cognatic primogeniture. The new law made 13-year-old Princess Margrethe the new heiress presumptive, placing her and her 2 sisters before Prince Knud and his family in the succession. Christian was thus relegated to 6th in the line of succession to the Danish throne, but more importantly, he then ranked behind Margrethe and others who were likely to have dynastic children of their own. The princess became Queen Margrethe II in 1972 and is still reigning. Christian's place in the line of succession, if he had been still eligible, would have been no higher than 13th in 2013. Marriage, loss of dynastic rights and children. In 1971, now with little hope of ascending the throne, Christian chose to forfeit his right of succession to the throne by marrying without having received the royal assent of the monarch in the Council of State, as his brother Ingolf had done 3 years previously. The king's permission to marry was not sought because it was expected to be denied, since Christian's fiancée was an entitled commoner, though Frederik IX had liberalized traditional practice by allowing royal spouses who were not themselves royal, but who claimed noble blood and were known by courtesy titles. It would not be until 1995 that Margrethe II would allow her children to marry commoners with neither title nor claim to noble blood. Christian was given the title Count of Rosenborg and the style of Your Excellency, as was customary in the 20th century for Danish princes who renounced or forfeited their dynastic rights. Prior to his elder son's wedding in 1968, Prince Knud sought to convince his brother that Ingolf should be allowed to retain his royal title after his non-dynastic marriage, a privilege which might have been subsequently extended to Christian, but the king refused, on the grounds that other males of the dynasty, who had been demoted to Counts of Rosenborg upon marriage, might try to reclaim the royal rank if Ingolf were allowed to do so despite his marrying a commoner as they had done. So, in 1971, Christian renounced his rights to the throne and took the title Count of Rosenborg. On the 27th of February 1971, at Lyngby, Denmark, Christian married Anne Dorthe Moldoft Nielsen, who thus became Her Excellency Countess Anne Dorthe of Rosenborg. Although lacking the prior royal assent of the monarch given in the Council of State that the law required, the king expressed no personal opposition to his nephew's choice of bride and, according to Christian, the king's private consent later had to be formally registered by the king in council. In a 1985 interview with Bild Bladet, Count Christian had explained, "As protocol dictates, I had to ask my uncle, King Frederik IX, 9th, if he had any objections to my getting engaged. I knew I would have to renounce my title of prince and my right of succession if I married her. I was number 4 in the line of succession after Princess Margrethe, Princess Benedicte, and my father. My brother, Ingolf, had 2 years previously lost his princely title and succession right when he married a commoner, Countess Inge. Now I was ready to follow him. To me, it didn't matter if I were in line for the throne or not. My uncle, of course, had nothing against a union between Andort and me. The couple had 3 daughters: Countess Josephine Caroline Elizabeth A.F. Rosenborg, married on the 3rd of October 1998 at Lyngby; Thomas Christian Schmidt. The couple has 2 children: Julius Christian Emil Schmidt A.F. Rosenborg, Clara daughter Elizabeth Schmidt A.F. Rosenborg, Countess Camilla Alexandrine Christine A.F. Rosenborg, married on the 18th of May 1995 at Sollerod; Mikhail Rosens. The couple has 4 children: Anastasia Caroline Amalia Rosens A.F. Rosenborg, Ludwig Christian Mikhail Rosens A.F. Rosenborg, Leopold Christian Ingolf Rosens A.F. Rosenborg, Theodore Christian Emmanuel Rosens A.F. Rosenborg, Countess Theodora Matilda Helena A.F. Rosenborg, married firstly on the 31st of July 2004 at Holmenskirk, Copenhagen; Erik Hervé Patrice Pat, and divorced in 2005 without issue. Theodora married secondly on the 8th of September 2008 at Copenhagen, Morten Ronau. The couple has 1 daughter, Caroline Matilda Margrethe Ronau A.F. Rosenborg. Public life: Count Christian took part in some major public events associated with the royal family. In 2004, he and Countess Andort attended the wedding on the 14th of May 2004 of Crown Prince Frederik at Copenhagen Cathedral, Copenhagen, and the subsequent reception at Fredensborg Palace. They also attended the memorial service in honor of Empress Maria Feodorovna of Russia held on the 22nd of September 2006. They were included in the official guest list as members of the Danish royal family when they attended the luncheon to celebrate the 75th birthday of Prince Henrik at Fredensborg Palace on the 11th of June 2009, and the Ruby Jubilee celebrations for Queen Margrethe. A number of members of the Danish royal family, led by Queen Margrethe, attended Count Christian's funeral, held at Lyngby Church on the 29th of May 2013. His wife Countess Andort of Rosenborg died just 7 months later on the 2nd of January 2014 in Copenhagen. Titles and styles: the 22nd of October 1942 to 27 February 1971, His Highness Prince Christian of Denmark. The 27th of February 1971 to 21 May 2013, His Excellency Count Christian of Rosenborg. Ancestry: